Everyone says paid ads are the key to growth. The gurus preach it and the agencies sell it. But I'm going to say something that most people won't. Paid ads are overrated. I've spent thousands of dollars a day with my business running ads. And yeah, the numbers looked great until they didn't. The moment we stopped spending, everything collapsed. So I decided to do the opposite. I built a new business with no paid ads, no fancy funnels, no cold traffic, just word of mouth, referrals, and results. And that business hit $86,000 a month in recurring revenue, and we had higher profit margins, stronger retention, and actual longevity in the business. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly why that model worked and why ads may not be the answer that you think they are. So let me tell you a story. I once ran a business that hit $1 million in 90 days with paid ads. And on paper, it looked like a dream. Our Shopify dashboard looked like we just hit the lottery, but we broke even. What nobody shows you online is what their actual profit is when it hits the bank. We did $1 million in 90 days and broke even. We made maybe $20 on that. And you may be thinking, how is that possible? Well, our acquisition was as high as our fulfillment of the product, which most people don't talk about. So on paper, it looked like a dream, but we had zero profit and zero sustainability. And we had high ad spend with low margin, and we're dependent on cold traffic. So as soon as we stopped spending money on ads, our business collapsed. We didn't have the money to keep pushing into ads, and we didn't have the customer support to grow it anyway else. So the business flatlined. We had no foundation, just flash. And it felt like we were kings in that moment. But as soon as we realized what we built didn't actually move us forward, it was terrible. We thought we were failures at business. We thought that everything we heard and everything we spent money on these courses to learn didn't teach us anything. Because in reality, what they don't show you is that they're selling ads to show you a Shopify screenshot to sell you a course. They're not doing it to actually make money. And if you're an actual entrepreneur, you're a real operator, the goal is not vanity metrics. The goal is money in the bank account. And that's exactly why I wanted to make the transition into the company I started. Like I said, no ads, no fancy funnels, no cold traffic, no hacks. But the trick is, it takes much longer. And most people don't have the patience to do it the way that I'm about to explain. And we grew this business to $86,000 in MRR. It was 100% inbound, referrals, word of mouth, and we got people results. And at the end of the day, we gave our customers a story that they could go tell their friends. And that's what most businesses that only rely on ads lack, is they get all the upfront money, but they don't keep the customer. Their churn is much higher because it's cold traffic. They don't focus on results. So it took us a year to get to 86,000 in MRR. And you may be thinking a year's not that long, but it was exponential. The first 6 months, we had maybe 3 customers. Then 7 months, we got to 6. Then we got to 12. Then we started going up and we started duplicating because the results take longer. The stories that you craft take longer to actually get results for your own company, but it works forever. Even nowadays, I don't have to spend a single dime on ads, and our company consistently grows week over week because the stories that are being told compound. Word of mouth is one of the only marketing strategies that actually compounds. Ads, they don't compound. If you stop spending money, you stop making money. So having a business that relies 100% on ads is very dangerous, especially if you want to play the long game. So I really want you to start thinking about what is the smartest decision for you. Do you need money immediately, or do you want to build for the long term? And if you do decide to run ads and start spending the money on ads, you have to ask yourself the question, and you have to be really smart with your numbers of what do I want my margin to be? How much actual profit do I want to bring into the bank? So real business isn't about chasing strangers for cash. It's about building something so good that people want to talk about it. Think about it. When you get access to a product or you've signed up or you've purchased something in the past and it was really awesome, what's the first thing you do? You tell somebody about it. You say, man, I found this awesome app. I found this awesome product. And it starts compounding because the more people that people tell, the more people that actually sign up. So what's the takeaway? I'm not saying that ads never work. I'm saying that if they're the only thing that works in your business is on life support. And that's a very dangerous game to play. So if you have to pay people to care about you, it may be time to rethink your offer, because your offer should be so good that you don't have to pay somebody to consider it to help you. They should be able to make that decision on their own. So if you're wanting to build real leverage without relying on hacks, watch this next video. I break down our word of mouth marketing strategy to an actual format. This video, I wanted to tell you the difference, but click on the video next and watch the full word of mouth marketing and how we utilized it to grow our business to now over $100,000 in MRR.